not anxious. You are. And they are picking up on every single bit of your energy. I'm going to prove to you today with a story about a dog that I am currently watching. And I promise you, by the end of this live, you are going to look at your own energy completely differently. Hey, I'm Lisa, founder of the High Vibe Dog. I help dog mamas stop unknowingly harming their pups and create a toxin free, high vibe life using my High Vibe Dog method. Now, first, I got to make sure that we are all good to go. And secondly, I'm going to also let you know that I'm got bullet points so I don't miss anything. So just so you know. So today we are talking about something most people completely overlook when it comes to your dog's health. And it has absolutely nothing to do with the food or the products you're using. It's actually you, your energy, your emotional state, and how directly it is affecting your dog every single day. And if you stay to the end, I am going to share a story from my time living in Italy with Thule that I never told anyone publicly before. A moment at a crossroads in a countryside that showed me exactly what calm energy does to a dog. So stay with me for that. But first, drop some pause in the comments if you are here with me right now. I want to see who's in the room and who's watching. I'm so happy that you're here. Now, tell me honestly, do you think your dog picks up on your stress? Drop a yes or no, or sometimes in the comments if you feel that way, because I want to see where everyone is starting at today. This is something that transformed my ideas around dogs and energy and you name it, everything. So here is what I see all the time happening. A dog mama comes to me and her dog is anxious, reactive, can't settle, maybe clingy, doesn't listen well, possibly distant even. And she's trying everything, training, supplements, maybe different foods, and nothing seems to be sticking. Well, I ask her one question. What has your energy been like lately? Well, and almost every single time, after the pause, of course, because nobody has ever asked her that specific question before. Nobody thinks to ask that question before. And here's what most people don't know. Dogs are what scientists call co-regulators. Their nervous system syncs with ours. They do not just observe our emotions, they actually absorb them. They feel what we feel. Often before you even realize you're feeling it. They know about it. They are doing their best to take that away from you. But the thing is, it doesn't work that way. We've got to calm that down. Matter of fact, I'm going to take it a step up. When they start taking that negative energy away from us, they also do that with illnesses and sicknesses and you name it. They'll pick up on that too. So it is constantly something that we as dog mamas and kitties do it too. We have to really consciously focus on how is our energy and how is our health and how are we moving through the day. When you are stressed out, their cortisol levels actually rise. When you are anxious, they become hypervigilant. When you are chaotic, they either match your energy or they shut down and try to protect themselves from it specifically. And I remember that happening in my own life with my own dog, Thule. And didn't even register at that time. And honestly, that was probably because of the chaos in itself. So I'm taking responsibility from that. And I'm letting you know this is what's happening. Your dog is not just living in your home, they are living inside your emotional field every single day. Let that sit because that is a lot. The question is not what is wrong with your dog. The question is, what am I bringing into the room? So, has your dog ever acted differently when you are stressed out versus when you're calm and peaceful? Drop a yes or no in the comments and let me know. This is something that most people, including myself, did not even think about. And it changed how I moved through the day with dogs. Now, this is not just a feeling or an intuition. It is a documented science. Dogs have been studied extensively for their ability to read human emotional states. And here's what we actually know about that. Number one, dogs can smell cortisol. And that's the stress hormone that we produce when we are anxious, when we are overwhelmed. Studies have been shown that dogs can detect it in human breath and in sweat with remarkable accuracy. Another, dogs mirror our heart rate variability. When we are calm and regulated, their heart rate tends to be stabilized, more stabilized. And when we are stressed or dysregulated, theirs elevates. Here's another one. Dogs read micro expressions, subtle facial changes, body tension, and movement patterns that we are not even consciously aware of. They are reading all of it all of the time. Here's another one. Chronic exposure to a stressed owner is linked to elevated chronic stress markers in dogs. And this is not temporary, this accumulates over time. And when that accumulates, you know what stress does to us? Well, just think about it, what it does to them. Not only is our food and the products and stuff that we use can be toxic, so can our energy. And all of it affects the dog in the same way. It can cause illness over time. We talked about that last week on the compound effect. So this is something that we really have to be conscious of, and not only conscious, be aware of it and do our best to calm our own state for their sake. But guess what happens? In our own state, it calms us down and we just feel better and our own health benefits from it. So it's a win-win all the way across. And this is exactly why step 4 of the high vibe dog method is lead with calm. Because your energy is not just an emotional experience. It is a physical input into your dog's body, into their nervous system, again, every single day. Did you know that your dog could actually smell cortisol? Did you realize that? Drop mind blown in the comments, or I knew it, and let me know. Because this one threw me off. Their sense of smell is something like 32 times or something like that stronger than ours. That's why they're so affected with fragrance and synthetic scents and everything. It affects them on a physical level as much as it does on an emotional level because of this extremely strong sense of smell. So, what does this actually look like in real life? Because I want you to be able to recognize this in your own home. I want to tell you about a dog that I am currently caring for, Mr. Pepe. He is extremely sensitive. And if you haven't figured it out by now, I have a lot of energy in general. But when I'm a little wonky or thrown off, it is even more so. And one day I walked in carrying this chaotic energy. I had a lot going on, it's what we always say, but we need to just stop. And I was running on stress, and I brought every bit of it into the door with me, every bit of it. And Pepe went distant, like he couldn't get far enough away from me in the room, and not obviously upset. He wasn't aggressive. He's just not that kind of a dog, just away from me and almost a little scared. And I thought, what's going on? What's up? And when I tried to connect with him, he was just, as I said, very scared and fearful. And I stopped and I thought, oh, what am I doing right this minute? And what am I bringing into this space? And I just thought for a second, and I realized at that exact moment, what's up in here? That chaotic energy was coming into the room with me, and it was affecting him so much. It literally brought me back to present moment. So I grabbed my favorite oil. I think right at that moment, I grabbed some joy. I use that a lot. And I also use peace and calming an awful lot. And I just sat and breathed it for a few minutes. And then I put some in the diffuser nearby. And I sat down on the floor with him, got at his level, and I just took some slow breaths. And I let my nervous system start to settle. And I just was in the moment. And funny thing, within moments, his energy shifted as well. He came to me. He wanted to lay next to me on the floor. He was very relaxed again, and he rolled over because he's very hesitant on letting me like scratch his belly all the time. He just doesn't like to lay down. Even when I want to put medicine or brush him, he doesn't like it. But he came over and he laid down and he opened up and he let me scratch his belly. So I could tell at that moment that the energy had shifted into the room. My energy changed first and his followed. And that was such an eye opener. I mean, no matter what, even knowing this, even realizing it, I still get tripped up on it as well. And here's the thing I want you to hear. This is not about right. It's not about wrong. It's not about what you're doing, what you're not doing. Where none of us are perfect. And we never will be. It's these moments that I catch. You'll catch it too. And that's okay. That's totally fine. The practice is not about being perfect. It's about noticing and immediately be able to shift it as quickly as possible. And that's what it's all about. And the more we are aware that this even exists, the easier it is to catch it and to become aware of it. If you just joined us, we are talking about how your energy directly affects your dog's health and behavior. And I'm about to share a story from Italy with my girl, Thule, that will show you exactly what the opposite looks like. So stay with me. So, has your dog ever pulled away from you when you were stressed out, when you had this crazy energy, or felt fearful within yourself? If this has happened, drop yes in the comments and let me know and tell me what it looked like for you. So, because I absolutely want to hear your story. All right. So the point, and this is so important. So our energy, and I want you to listen to this. This is so important. Our energy affects our dogs. We know it is real and it is physical. Now, what do you actually do about it? That's the question. What do you do about it? Well, here's what I use and what I teach to my clients every single day. 3 simple things. They're doable and they work. So number 1, now, how do you shift your energy that's affecting your dog, and how do you do it quickly? So number 1, notice before you even enter the room. Before you walk through the door, before you go into the room where your dog is, take one deep breath and check in with yourself. What am I carrying right this moment? What am I about to bring into this space? Take 10 seconds of awareness, and that's all it takes. That's everything. So, number two, a simple grounding ritual. You can create it yourself or reach out to me and comment ritual, and I will give you a quick, simple ritual. So, something that signals your nervous system that it's time to settle. That's what you want it to look like. For me, it's my oils. I diffuse something grounding, a lot of times, even grounding oil. I take a few breaths and I let my body actually shift before I engage with the dogs in my care. This allows me to become present with them and come from a really positive, strong place. Now, it doesn't have to be oils, it can be a simple walk. It can be stepping outside in the grass and putting your feet in the grass, a cold glass of water, any of these things, and 3 slow breaths with your hands on your chest, like this. And the thing is, whatever works for you, that's what you want to do. The key is just consistency. Do the same thing every time so your body starts learning these cues. That will also help. Now, number 3 is let your dog lead you back. When your dog is pulling away or acting off, instead of chasing the connection, get calm first. Stop. Let them be. Ground yourself and wait. A regulated dog and a regulated dog mama creates a regulated dog. They will come to you when you are the safe place that they remember. So, this is step 4 of the high vibe dog method. Lead with calm energy. It is, to me, without this, you will never have a dog that you can connect with on a deep, deep level. You'll have a hard time training the dog, and the dog will be nervous and fearful in the energy and around you. And matter of fact, anybody in the environment as well. So we always want to lead with calm energy. And it's not just about your dog feeling better, it's about you feeling better, because a grounded dog mama is a healthier, happier human too. So, which of these 3 tips feels most doable for you right now? Drop a 1, a 2, or a 3 in the comments and let me know. Is these are simple little steps that you can do every single time. Okay, as I promised at the beginning, I was going to share a story with you from Italy, and this is it. So, when Tuli and I lived in Italy, we lived right outside the Antica Mura, which are the ancient walls of the city in Florence. And we lived right off of a little circle, and there was a palazzo there, and then it went straight up into the countryside. Absolutely beautiful. It was really close. And I remember just crazy energy going on. I was building my business there before COVID hit, expanding it, growing it. And I had meetings and a lot of pressure, and I was working with someone specifically to transition so that he would be able to take over the European market for me, and training him on everything to get it going. And so I was stressed out a lot. And living in Italy, can you believe it? But it was the truth. And she was there with me all the time. We would go on hikes, we would go everywhere, but she was around that energy. And I remember it. And I looked back and and I look back and I realize how much of that stress she was absorbing consistently, because it was amazing time. I mean, living in Italy, how bad can that be? And at the same time, when you're growing and expanding a business in a foreign country and you don't speak the language fully, it can be hard. And my poor girl was absorbing it all the time. How much of that energy was I putting into that space? All of it. But I remember one day I decided we needed to get outside, and I wanted us to go into the countryside. It was just so beautiful, so peaceful, so quiet. So we would take these beautiful walks all through the Italian countryside, different path every single time. It was one trail up into the countryside, and then it split off in all these multiple paths through the hills, past villas, around these winding roads, and they would all get me back into the city at a different time. But in the middle of all of this, when you come up to one direction, you have all of these different roads going into different directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different roads it was going in different directions. And so it was a crossroads, kind of profound. But I remember this, and we came to that crossroads, and this was such a beautiful spot. It was really open, filled with trees, and they had these benches around. It was like a little park in the middle of the road, just in the middle of it all. Quiet, just beautiful. And normally I would just choose a direction and we'd keep moving. But that day I stopped and I thought, this is really beautiful. Let's take a moment. Then we'll choose our path. Then we'll figure out what we want to do next. So I stopped. We stopped. I took her off the leash because she didn't really need it anyway. She never used one. She just stuck with me no matter what. But, I wasn't so sure about the cars. I worry about her safety more than anything else, because she's definitely not running off. So, and we just stayed there. I sat down. I stopped thinking about the meetings and the business and every single thing waiting for me back at the apartment. And I just got present in the grass. And in that moment, in that beautiful countryside, with her, and she would never get more than a foot away from me. She was right there, looking up, making sure I was right there. So beautiful. And that day, she just started getting so wiggly around me as I was sitting there. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. She used to do wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Her whole back end would just go. And she came right up to me and could not get close enough, and just got right there and just wanted to be right there with me. It was magical. And I realized at that moment that I was calm, that my energy was calm. And that energy brought her closer to me, which honestly was the only thing that truly mattered to me. I loved her energy, and I loved that beautiful peace that she always carried. She was always so grounded, like she was my Zen doggy. And at that moment, because I got quiet, because I got calm, because I was connected, she was the most connected as well. She was the most loving, the most present version of herself with me. She mirrored everything about it. Everything I was doing and feeling, she mirrored. And it was not just because I did anything differently for her that day, same walk, same place. It was because I was finally present. All the stress, all the chaos was gone, and it was just calm and grounded. Here, present. That's all it was. And that moment in Italy showed me something that I've never forgotten. First, I'm grateful for that moment more than anything, because I remember it and I remember the exact feeling that I felt in that time. Calm energy does not just help your dog feel better, it brings them home to you. Remember that. It brings them home to you. The calmer you are, the more they want to be around you. And that is beyond perfection for me, anyway. I'm sure it is for you too. So, you ever had a moment that your dog did something similar that you had with your dog? Have you ever come across something that was just so profound to you with your dog in that moment, that presence, that just they came completely alive? Please share it with me. I know I absolutely want to know about it, and I'm sure the entire community does too. Love to hear it. So please share it with me, share it with us. I read all the responses, and I look forward to seeing all the comments every time. So thank you. So I want to transition a little bit do a few questions that I've been getting, and I want to read them to you. So we're going to do a little bit of question and answer. And please, by all means, if you listen to this and watch this and you have questions, don't hesitate to leave them in the comments as well. And I will respond to them either in the moment when I see them or in a question and answer like this. So let's do it. So drop your questions and let me know so that we can live a better life with our pups. So let's go through a few right now. What oils do you use for grounding? So, first and foremost, I use Young Living essential oils exclusively for more reasons than I could even begin to tell you on this live today. They are the way they're manufactured, how they're made, the farms, everything. There is nothing that comes close whatsoever. How they're manufactured. What's cool about them also is that they hold the frequency. They're the only oil that holds the frequency, and that's because of how they are manufactured. The farms, the distilleries, everything, and so that is first and foremost only Young Living oils. And for grounding, I love frankincense is wonderful. Cedarwood is also an amazing grounding oil, beautiful trees. And the grounding blend itself. These are so profound, they will literally just bring you back. Brings you back to your heart space, brings you back to your God self, brings you back to your pup. They work for both me and the dogs. You can put them on yourself and the dogs. You can put them in a diffuser as well. If you want to know more about what oils I use, how, DM me Calm in the comments, and I will send you my grounding ritual, and I'm happy to go over the oil specifically with you. So keep that in mind. So my dog is anxious all of the time. Could it all be my energy? Well, it's a likely factor, yes. Not the only one, though, not at all, but a significant, very important one. The full picture includes the food, the environment, the products that are used on them, and in your energy and in your space. All four pillars of the High Vibe Dog method contribute to this. Your energy is often the most overlooked piece of it, though. So, yes, very important. Again, comment Calm and we can map this out. So just let me know if you have any questions, anything like that. Comment Calm. I'll reach out to you and then we can figure out exactly what's most important, whether it's finding a grounding oil, whether it's literally figuring out what's most specific for you and your needs. Map it out for you and your dog. So here's another one. What if I'm going through something really hard and I cannot just switch my energy? This happens, and that's totally fine. I want you to be real, just like I'm real too. This is not about being perfect or pretending everything is fine. That doesn't work at all. It's about having a practice that helps you shift faster. It'll help you roll through the hiccups and it'll help you shift to the next level so much faster. So even when you feel this coming on and you can't get out of it, take 5 minutes of intentional grounding before you engage with your dog. That even makes a difference. Go step away. Again, step in the grass, pick up the grounding oil or cedarwood or frankincense and breathe it. You don't have to be perfectly calm. You just have to be willing to continue moving forward with it. And that will help you navigate and your dog navigate every single situation. And over time, it'll just get better and better and better. That's the cool thing. Does this work for reactive dogs? And yes, the answer is absolutely. Reactivity in most dogs almost always is a nervous system component. They just don't know what to do. And it could be fear-based, it could be you, they could be mirroring this situation going on around them. You look at all the different points, but it has to do with their nervous system. And the dog mama's nervous system is one of the biggest inputs in the dog's nervous system. So keep that in mind. Not only it is not the only piece, I have to stress that, but it is an extremely powerful one. Again, I'm going to stick with the same word because it covers everything, and then we can figure out what works best for you. So comment Calm And let's talk about it, your specific situation, to see what's going to work best for you and for your pup, most importantly. So, the biggest thing I want you to take away from today's live is this: you are not just your dog's caretaker, you are your dog's environment. And the most powerful thing you can do for their health right now costs you nothing. It requires your presence. That's it. That's it. And that's the most important thing you can walk away from this. So if you want my 3-step grounding ritual that I use personally and teach to every single client, DM me Calm, CALM, in the comments, or just DM them, and I will send it right over to you. This absolutely works, and you will feel different. And guess what? So will your pup. So next Monday, we are going into the final pillar of the month: small body, big impact. And what your dog absorbs every day just by existing in your environment. Why their size makes them far more vulnerable than most people realize. So join me, same time, same bat channel, same bat place, next Monday. And I will see you on the next live. Remember, always create something magnificent. Thank you so much for being here. And if this resonates with you, please share it to another dog mama. Subscribe if you're on YouTube. Follow me, because every dog deserves to live with a calm, present, grounded mama. See you next Monday. Ciao for now.